Hi everyone. I'm in my car right now, hoping that nobody's looking in and seeing me talking to myself and thinking I'm crazy. But that's okay. I'll do it for you all. So I was just sitting here thinking about people, similar to myself who have just graduated from college and are, looking for jobs and maybe having a tough time. Don't know anyone like that, but So, something that actually encouraged me this week was on Sunday when I was at church, I heard a sermon, and the pastor was preaching about, David, who became king. So, the David, as in David and Goliath. So, David killed Goliath, and he was like, the bomb. He's like awesome, like the top diggity dog, trying to be cool. No, so he was all, on top. He was the hero. And then Saul, sorry, I'm like seeing if people are coming. Saul, who's the current king, he, at first they're all friends and cool, but then when he started to see that like his people like David more than him, he got really jealous and angry. And so he chased David out and sent people after him to kill him. And David ended up having to flee to the town of Gath, which actually was the town where Goliath was from. His like mortal foe was from, which was humiliating. He had to go to the king for asylum, the king of that town, and in order so the king didn't kill him, he had to pretend that he was crazy, like insane. So he was all like pretending he was crazy, and the king was like, to his servants, he's like, you think I don't have enough crazy people around me? So David was able to escape into this cave. So he's hanging out in this dingy little cave, all depressed. He's the hero of his nation, and he's in this dingy little cave. The king is trying to come after him. And what makes this all the more tragic for David is that he's best friends with Jonathan, the king's son. And he also loves Saul. He thinks of him as a father to him, and he's so sad that Saul is trying to hurt him. He doesn't want to hurt Saul to the end. He had many opportunities to kill Saul, but he couldn't because he loved him, and how could he kill his king, even though he was like anointed to be king? But so anyways, in that cave, David wrote a psalm, just talking about how he was going to trust God in this time, and he's still going to sing praises to God. And the pastor was saying that, like, in our lives, some of us may feel like we're in a cave-like situation, like we're stuck in a cave, that our lives are on hold, and that we can't go anywhere. We're stuck. So, and I know how that is. Like, when you're looking for a job, you are, it's depressing, it's discouraging when you don't hear back from people. You feel like you're a burden. Sometimes you feel like you're useless, you're not being productive, and you're poor. And people should recognize how amazing you are and give you a job immediately. Like, all this stuff. So, I know how it is. I'm with you all, okay? So, but just like remembering that, like, this time, sorry, I'm saying like a lot, it's so annoying. Remembering that this time in our lives is not like on hold. Like, our lives are continuing. Like, this space in our time, the timeline of our lives isn't like on the pause button. It's still going on. And during this time, like, we're going to learn something. Like, we're meant to learn something. This part of our lives has meaning and a purpose. And I think, at least for me, when I was in school last semester, like, everything, sorry, it's really hot in this car, but I'm not gonna open the window because people can hear me. Everything was about me because, everything in school, you do tend to get a little self-centered because you always have a due date. This is due. I have to do this paper. I have an essay due. I have an exam tomorrow. So everything does become a little like self-centered. And I think like during the past couple months, I've been like remembering that there's a whole wide world out there, and that I went to college so I could learn, so I could help people. And so now I'm learning not to be as self-focused and to go out there and try to help people. And I do think that this time has meaning. And maybe if you look back, you'll see that it might have some meaning for you too, if you think about it. So I just wanted to encourage you guys like that. In the end, David does become king. Even though it was kind of sad because his best friend and the king do die. Well, the king, Saul, kills himself. That's so depressing. But anyways, it is depressing, but there's a meaning in this time, and don't worry. And I really hope that you do find a job soon. So, and I'm there with you, okay? So love you all. I hope you guys have a great day, okay? Bye! I'm sweating. Open the window. Oh.